the most trending comic books in the world, and you probably own some of these. Number 10 on the list, New Mutants 26 from 1985. $20 average sales, 138 for a recent 9.8, an increase of copies sold of 113, solely because I think Legion, who first appears in this comic book, the son of Charles Xavier, super overpowered character, mind you. He's shown up in Giant Size X-Men. He also showed up in Ultimate Wolverine. So a little bit relevant, but not somebody I see headed to the screen anytime soon. Between 2017 and 2019, Legion had their own show starring Aubrey Plaza. A lot of people liked it. Didn't last long. Mostly because Legion can't really be incorporated into a lot of narratives because he has like 1,000+ personalities, all with different powers, making him extremely overpowerful. Well, we do have Noah Hawley, who is in charge of that show, who is going to be bringing us Alien Earth very soon. So if you liked Legion, well, we have some more sci-fi coming.
Number 9 on the list, Masters of the Universe, number 1 from 1982. This is the DC 3-issue miniseries. We are seeing $20 average sales and $432 for a CGC 9.8. Filming wrapped this week on the movie, and Nicholas Galtstein, the actor that plays He-Man, posted this over on Instagram. So everyone is in high anticipation mode. This does look a little bit interesting because we know while the animated series took place in a fantasy land, a lot of this series looks like it's being shot in the actual city with He-Man wearing regular street clothes at some points in time. I'm excited to see what the new juxtaposition will be and if we can get a lot of fun out of this fish out of water story.
Do yourself a solid. Download Key Collector Comics. We source all these books from a larger list of 20, so there's 10 other books that you need to know of. You probably own some of them. They're spiking this week. Find out why by using code TOM101 to unlock a free 2-week subscription and support the show. Number 8 on the list, Silver Surfer number 3, the first appearance of Mephisto. $1.4 thousand average sales, but a 9.4 went for $24.73. Now, this is all because of a 200% increase in copies sold, courtesy of the Ironheart show, dropping the first 3 episodes over the last couple days. It's excellent. I want to know people's thoughts in the comment section below because I think this is long overdue. I've been waiting for more iron suits and heroes to be brought back into the MCU. It's been way overdue. Some of the coolest stuff that got us to this point were the Iron Man movies. And Armor Wars, where are you at? Finally, Riri is bringing that back to the screen, and she's doing it in a very cool way. Well, this increase in copies sold is largely due to the villain, the Hood. And although his hood is red, that is a different character. We have the Hood, and where his hood was acquired, well, that's what we're waiting to find out. Did it come from the devil he wrestled to get it? As the rumors in show has already mentioned, they are, again, just dangling Mephisto right in front of us. And it feels like WandaVision all over again, but way more likely actually going to happen. Well, we do see that the 5th episode is being labeled as Karma. And the M in Karma, the shadow, is red, leading many people to believe that we only have to wait a couple weeks to find out if Marvel's Devil will debut in the MCU.
Number 7 on the list, we have the comic that is based on the movie that's based on the video game that's now going to be based again on a movie, Dragon's Lair number 1. This is a tough book from 2003. The print run, less than 10,000, and it was printed by Cross-Gen Comics. And at that point in time, people were buying like Scion and Meridian. They weren't really buying this Dragon's Lair comic book. Now, for those of you that remember the video game all the way back in 1982-83 and were throwing quarters into those arcade games, you know that Don Bluth, the creator of All Dogs Go to Heaven and Land Before Time, made this amazing video game. It was really one of the first ones that I remember being in the arcade and having like cut scenes where when you failed, it played a little movie. It was very, very cool. And they made a movie which was way too short back in 1983. We are seeing a 333% increase in copies sold this week because Ryan Reynolds' production team, as well as Ryan Reynolds himself, are slated to make and star in this movie. It's a $50 average sale and $144 for a CGC 9.6, although we do have 55 9/8 on the census, and once one of those comes out, we may very well see it approach its all-time high of $650.
Number 6 on the list, one of the hottest IPs of the year clearly is Predator. Predator number 1 from 1989, $60 average sales, $420 for a CGC 9.8. Blaze it. This book deserves to be on the trending. It deserves to sell for more than $400. Predator Badlands is coming soon, live action, but if you saw Predator Killer of Killers, the animation. It debuted earlier this month. Absolutely outstanding. The animation style is very similar to like Into the Spider-Verse, but it's an anthology. So there's different like micro stories within it. And if you're a fan of Predator Prey, you have to watch this. It makes sense why we're seeing an increase of copies sold of 150% because there's still rumored to be some type of like lingering project that's yet to be announced, which is crazy because so much has already happened, let alone number 5 on the list.
More Predator news. Number 5 on the list, Predator versus Spider-Man. Number 1, we are seeing $6 average sales and $67 for CGC 9.8. Do we think the 136% increase in copies sold this week is because of number 3 in this series coming out? It could be, but Predator is consistently a high seller. People really do like this, and I think a lot of people are finally getting onto the miniseries. Plus, with as many television, movie, and animated series come out with Predator, this is just a good thing for people to get in on.
Increase of 136%. Issue 4 is going to be out in like a little over a month as long as there's no delays. This isn't just Predator v Spider-Man. You also got Kraven in the mix, and Predator is like unhinged. Doesn't have like any moral code, if you would even deem him to traditionally have it. And he knows all about honor and stuff. Not this guy. This guy is skinning his victims and wearing their freaking face. Hannibal Lecter style. Let me know if you're reading Predator versus Spider-Man like we are while we move on to number 4 on the list.
Number 4 on the list. Here's a book we've talked about many times over the past 6 or 7 years. Toxic Avenger, number 1. So much anticipation and a brand new red band trailer for this movie.
Being said to be the biggest unrated film ever. $25 average sales, 89 for a CGC 9.8, an increase of copies sold to 425%. Because not just because of that red band trailer, Elijah Wood posted him reacting to that trailer. I gotta say, dude, this doesn't look bad. It looks actually pretty cool.
I really like the original Trauma movies, as you guys have heard me say before. And this, with a cast of this caliber, Elijah Wood, Kevin Bacon, Peter Dinklage, this is really something that I'm very excited to see.
Let us know if you're excited too, because we have a book that you can find in quarter bins waiting to be hunted. Number 3 on the list is Superman number 2 from 1987. $3 average sales. A 9.8 sold in April for $76, all because of a casting announcement. Did you ever think you would see this book from 1987 this high up on the trending list?
Absolutely never, because we finally have a little bit of news from James Gunn that Sidney Happerston, a character that sometimes helps Lex Luthor and first appears in this book, I guess is going to be showing up in the new DC universe. 650% increase in copies sold on a book that no one was specking on.
That's right. Sidney is like a right-hand scientist, super smart, helps Lex Luthor out, probably going to be, assisting in the creation of whatever they're making to go up against Superman in the Superman film, which is going to be out in a little less than a month. So this is a book that I wouldn't go crazy on. This is one you got to know the cover and have just in your mental Rolodex, because when you're going through quarter bins, you're going to find it.
Number 2 on the list, Invincible Iron Man. Number 9, Riri Williams, Ironheart show, definitely causing a spike.
This right here is the first appearance of Riri as she suits up into the armor for the first time, the prototype armor. We see that in the Ironheart show. I won't reveal too much, but people have seen the trailer. People know that this is coming, and she's already suited up in the past. So $40 average sales, dude, $135 for a CGC 9.8.
It's up. Nope.
135 is crazy.
It's so low. It's so low.
$1,000 high back in 2021, back when we knew Riri was coming. Next Gen Heroes. I'll tell you one thing, dude. If you watch this show and you're excited about Riri, what a great time to be able to actually afford a dope key comic book, because it's selling for way too cheap. But you know what? It's justified that it's trending right now.
I think even if it wasn't so cheap, we still would have seen pretty close to the 567% increase in copies sold this week just because of the demand and the show. But at that price point, this is a buy price.
Dude, I think you're right, man. This is a buy all day for me, especially with how good the first 3 episodes were. Like, Riri is struggling with some, trauma from her past, as you would expect Marvel characters to experience, but then also trying to figure out how she can go full Tony Stark, because she is super smart, she is super capable, and a genius in her own right, but she doesn't have Tony Stark's money. So she's got to do some things that, superheroes traditionally wouldn't do to kind of like become the hero that we know she's going to be long term. Next gen hero spec for sub $150 seems preposterous to me right now, but it's the market we're in. Hit the like, slap the subscribe button. Did you watch the show? Do you think Mephisto's going to be in it? What do you think about the Hood? I'm going to tell you how you can win his first appearance at the end of this video.
Nice.
And let's hit him with the #1 most trending book in the world. Sir Cates, baby, where you at? We have the Ghost Fleet #1 from 2014. This is Donny Cates' post Buzzkill, which is one of the best stories in comics of all time. Everyone's got to read Buzzkill. And then he follows it up by teaming up with an artist who was kind of hitting their stride at that time, named Daniel freaking Warren Johnson, drawing trucks and cars and explosions. I mean, it's like Mad Max meets John Wick. And what's Daniel Warren Johnson doing right now? He went from drawing trucks with Donny Cates to drawing Optimus freaking Prime.
Well, $4 average sales, and there isn't even a 9.8 on the census. No graded sales recently that we could find, but it's a 900% increase in copies sold this week. Donny Cates' name was all over the list a few years ago, and it's nice to see him back here.
This is based off of a real urban legend. Truckers traveling top secret cargo that if they knew what they were moving, they wouldn't be doing it. It's going to lead to the destruction of so much. And it's Donny Cates. So, you know, it gets a little demonic. It gets a little strange. But teaming up with Daniel Warren Johnson and thinking 10 years later that he'd be handling Transformers, you got to go back and read this. It's a must.
We had news this week that this comic was optioned by the company Gray Skies, and Stephen Caple Jr., who directed Transformers Rise of the Beast, is tied to direct. This is a time to get excited.
Get to hunting, get to reading, and as always,
Geek responsibly.
Enough said. And that's the end of the video. And before I get to the giveaway winners, Batman 880, that Joker cover, just sold on Heritage. You want to guess how much it went for?
For the original art?
The original art.
$175,000.
$288,000.
All right.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Dope as hell cover. We have multiple giveaway winners to announce. If your phone number ends in 5270-0424, or your name is Juan Gomez, Maurice Dina, and Jason Dry, check your phones. You just won a Fantastic Four 48 Jack Kirby foil first appearance of Silver Surfer. We also have a giveaway that we're going to be announcing at the end of next month for the Bad Idea Stake Through CGC comic. So join by going to comictom.com, put your phone number into our text message group. That's where we source our giveaway winners. Next week's giveaway is going to be for the first appearance of the Hood. Enter it, and we'll see you next week.